Hello, this is Jindy, and today we're going to do Arrested Development in Blackrock Caverns. And to do that, basically we just allow all of the zealots to evolve, and then we kill Corla. So we're going to start by letting Skull evolve immediately, which basically means we're just not going to take the left beam, we take the center and the right beam. Now when these things evolve, they hit the tank really hard, which is why you typically don't want to let them evolve. So make sure that you have some healing and tanking cooldowns figured out for this, because you will probably need them, especially if a fear comes at a wrong time. So here comes Skull, and I'm a little slow on my heals here. He gets, tank gets pretty low, but he didn't die. So you can sort of kite him a little bit, but he does kind of jump around. So anything you can do to, miss a swing or two will definitely help your healer out, because it takes a lot of mana to heal through this stuff. Now I'm also jumping in the beam sometimes to let our DPS have some more DPS time. But Skull is nearly dead, which is good, because I'm running out of mana. Get the mana tide going. Okay, now he's nearly dead. So the important thing about this achievement is to take your time. So now, basically just going to play the normal strat while I regen some mana. Gonna get it back up to about 50 or 60% before we continue. Otherwise, I would just run out of mana and the tank would die. Now, the first couple times we wiped on this, it's because I read a bad strat on the internet, so I want to take a minute to clear that up now, so hopefully you all don't have the same problem. So reading Wowhead, and they're like, to counter the evolution buff, you simply have to buff yourself with creationism. Okay, sounds simple enough, but how do you counter the 90% intellect reduction from creationism? Aha, with the huge spirit buff you get from having faith. So I tried that. I was like, oh, we can just win it. But no, you actually do have to heal, and, otherwise well. So anyway, just play it like I'm showing you, and maybe you'll make it. So anyway, still regenerating some mana. Up to 30% now. And pretty much the tank doesn't really need to be healed when one of the things isn't evolved, so he's just got like my hots, my Earth Shield and Riptide every once in a while, and pretty much just can stand here and jump in and out of the beams to let our DPS manage their stacks properly. So when you're in the beam, you get stacks of a debuff, and if they hit 100, then that's bad. You get like mind controlled. So once you hit like 80 stacks, you'll start like flashing colors like that, and then you just jump out. And that way you won't ever hit 100. So pretty soon we're going to start to let the second one evolve here. I've got about 50% mana now. Okay, so we're jumping out of the diamond beam. Diamond's going to be next to evolve. And this time I'm going to try to have some heals queued up. I mean, Resto Mastery and all that, you kind of want to have your target low health to min-max that, but it's kind of sketchy. Alright, so here's the evolution. And I'm also dispelling fears for people, because, Tremor Totem's all nerfed now, so I can't just leave it down. He's got some tank cooldowns rolling here. It's pretty obvious he's not taking nearly as much damage. That's a bad fear. That could have been a wipe. I did use Trimmer, though, and get some heals off in time. Alright, second one down. More regenerating of mana. And we'll speed it up a little bit this time. Dispelling the fears again. that's about 60% mana, almost. So now we'll step out and let the last one evolve. Get the tank healed up before the evolution finishes. Usually I don't like to leave them at 100% because, you know, that means your hots are healing and all that. Plenty of health most of the time to leave them at 75% or so and let all the group heals work and let the hots work. So I tried to bloodlust, but I was stunned there for a second. So now we just burn him down. He's got cooldowns. I've got enough mana. Can't wait till I have some more spell crit because I like seeing 65k crits float by. My gear's not even that good yet, so I'm sure the heals will be very big before this expansion is over with. So, let's see, yeah, the last one's dead, so now we're just killing Corda. And this is the easy part, so nothing too special to see here. But basically, to recap, just take the evolved guys one at a time. Make sure you roll your tank cooldowns. Make sure your healer has big heals queued up. Try to kite him a little bit to dodge some swings if you can, or get out of range of them. And then let your healer regen in between the evolutions. That's pretty much all you gotta do.